All right, so let's get to it. And as we know, the Philadelphia Eagles put a whooping on the Kansas City Chiefs, 40-22. Again, those meaningless 16 points at the end. I made it look like it was some sort of game. There was no game here.
That was the part I was saying they better do.
But there was
I was like, y'all better put it so that history you'll kind of forget and you'll just be like,
it was when the game
in real
mattered,
time. We know
it was 40-6.
Yeah,
and it was ugly, and Patrick Mahomes and all the other stuff. But this is, and Kelvin, me and you talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put this to you, but I'm also talking to all those people out there. And this isn't just about me picking the game. Oh, you're just going against the Chiefs because, they're the big dogs and they're trying to three-peat and all that other stuff. What I've been talking about the Kansas City Chiefs is 2 years in the making. The Chiefs and Mahomes. I've been saying this over and over and over. You always ask me, oh, you don't like greatness. Yeah, when I see greatness, I will embrace it. I didn't see greatness with this team the last 2 years. And I know they won a Super Bowl last year, and we talked about it. They weren't a great team until they won the Super Bowl. They were bad. You know that last year. And they won the Super Bowl. This year, I refuse to buy in to their 15-2 record. I don't care. I kept watching the games. You guys laughed at me. I said he turned into Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones would have played that poorly yesterday. And I get the defense coming and all that, but there were some bad throws and bad decisions by Patrick Mahomes as well. That might have been the worst game I've seen, and he's had 2 stinkers in the Super Bowl now. 2, where this team has lost by a score of 71-31, by 40 points in 2 Super Bowl losses. And then you guys look at me like I'm a sugar or I'm crazy because I say I take Eli Manning in a big game over Patrick Mahomes. And the numbers bear it out. You remember I had a fight with Trey Wingo, who tried to tell me that he didn't see anything. Patrick's great. Oh, my God. I don't know what you're talking about. They're winning. Winning is the great makeup. It covers up all the flaws. That's what people don't understand. I get it. Sports has a short menu, wins and losses, but that doesn't mean that I can't take a deeper look at what I'm watching. Rob G, I'm calling you out. When Rob G made his pick Friday, what'd you say, Rob G? What was the first thing out of your mouth?
The Eagles are the better team.
That's what he said, and he still picked the Chiefs. Right?
Yeah.
He knew it. You knew the Eagles were a better team.
100%.
And a lot of people got lured into this, got pulled in. Oh, yeah. You know how many times I heard, don't bet against the Chiefs. Don't. Were you watching? Have you watched the last 2 years? Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl numbers are awful. 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a quarterback rating of 86.9. Is that special? I'm asking you real quick.
No, that is absolutely not.
That is not special. All right. So was I shocked? Yeah, I was shocked by the margin, but I wasn't shocked that they lost. The Eagles are a way better team, and the Chiefs have been living on borrowed time for a long time, getting by other teams disintegrating and melting down and making big mistakes in key moments, and they kept winning. Man, it was so satisfying to watch them lose because they shouldn't have been there. They're not that good. The last 2 years they haven't been that good, and I get it. Winning Super Bowls, people are just going to always just look and go, oh, they just win. They just do whatever it takes. My God, I love it because they shouldn't be in a special place, right? A three-peat would have been a special place if they lucked into it.
Well, why not, though?
No, because they're not worthy of it. That's what I'm talking about. They really haven't played well enough to be that team to win 3 in a row. I could go and name teams that won 3 in a row and go, oh, Michael Jordan and his team. Oh, yeah, no doubt. The Yankees and Derek Jeter. Oh, yeah, those teams I could get with. I couldn't get with this team. Last thing. And this is best of all.
Okay.
I know people think I'm just trying to, get people worked up and always going against the grain or what. No. What you have here is a guy who's been covering the league since
1987.
Stop listening to shows that go against their eyes, their real feelings. There are too many people who just go, well, it's the Chiefs. It's easy to just pick them because they've won instead of looking at them. I didn't pick the Chiefs to lose to go against the grain. I told you this. They haven't been good for 2 years, and somehow they've been able to win. This year, there was no way, no how this motley crew led by Patrick Mahomes was going to win a Super Bowl. I said it all year, true or false, all year. They weren't going to win.
You said it.
The 2 biggest games in the NFL this year for this radio show, I told you the Lions weren't going to win. I told you Jared Goff was going to throw 3 interceptions. I told you Patrick Mahomes was going to throw 3 interceptions. I was wrong. He only had 2 and a fumble. But I told you from day one. And last thing.
Which last thing is this? The last or the second to last?
The second
or the third
to last.
Okay.
I'm not always right. I'm wrong sometimes. But guess what?
What's that?
I am right quite often. And I was right about this fraudulent Kansas City Chiefs team. I couldn't be happier that they didn't win a Super Bowl because they weren't worthy of this.
You almost. First of all, Rob G, let's go to break. I'll just do the next segment because I'll just do the next segment. Let me know, Elijah, because Steve, does Steve have to go now?
No.
Is it what's trending now with Steve? My gosh.
Stop.
The longest segment ever. And you were all right until the last. You had the Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
You were doing okay until the last little bit.
In my mouth.
I'll just say this: there's a lot to dissect here because you were doing
We'll
okay.
have more time. You'll have more time.
Yeah.
So I don't want say what you got to say, but you will have more
No,
time.
I'm gonna because for the sake of this,
Yes.
I would rather break and come back because I don't want to go another 4, 5, 6 minutes and then we're out of time. But I'll just say this.
And I do want to hear from people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's a few things. Number one, I think where we differ is on a couple of things, and I think this is fundamental about some, whether it be the Lions, whether it be other teams, other conversations we have. You go to the extreme of the fraud, whereas I look at, wow, the Philadelphia Eagles were literally historic with what they did. So to me, it's more about the Eagles and less about the Chiefs.
Who were
because,
favorites in that
hold
game?
on, I'll let you rock. Because the Chiefs, what I've seen all season, number one, is every week when you picked against them, they won. Did they win some by the skin of their teeth? Absolutely. Did they win some just flat out outright? Absolutely. But you say the eye test is they keep winning. Going back to the season before, they keep winning. Going to the playoffs last year, they keep winning. Josh Allen's the MVP. They keep winning. Lamar Jackson should have been the MVP. Guess who they beat? Him. They just keep winning. So the thing is, you say, how can people look at this and they think, oh, the eye test? It's because they literally have done nothing but win to the tune of, outside of 60 Minutes last night, they could have won 3 straight Super Bowls. So it's not crazy to go against them. It's not crazy to bet against them because they literally have done nothing but get to the Super Bowl pretty much in the entire Patrick Mahomes tenure. So to me, it's more of, wow, the Eagles came with a historic defense that literally shut down to the tune of 2 interceptions, 3+ sacks in the first half, something that has not been done to Patrick Mahomes. So to me, it took a historic level from the Eagles to beat this team that hadn't been ridiculously great, the Chiefs, as far as blowing people out, but who had been consistent in winning. And I think that's one of the differences between you and I. Like, I see a team that's consistently winning, and I say, wow, they continue to have a shot at winning the whole thing. So to me, that is not fraudulent by definition. They literally got to the Super Bowl beating the MVP, beating the possible MVP in Lamar Jackson, and beating everybody else in between. So I don't look at this team as fraudulent. I look at a team that had the nerve to want to win three-peat, which clearly is difficult because nobody else has done it except the championship days of the Green Bay Packers in the 60s. So how are they fraudulent? I don't understand that. The
They
Eagles
never were winning this Super Bowl, and I
but
told
they
you this
literally
all year.
But no, you can't tell me.
Yes.
You can't tell me
Yes,
they're
I
fraudulent
can.
when they get to the Super Bowl.
No, because
fraudulent is we end up 10-7.
No.
Fraudulent is the
No,
LA Chargers.
they're
Hold
fraudulent.
on. Fraudulent is the Chargers. Fraudulent is the Steelers. Fraudulent could be the Cowboys, some teams that we expected more from. That would be fraudulent. A team that literally made it all the way to the Super Bowl again after making it the year before, and then a year before that. I just don't get how they lost.
What are Buffalo Bills fraudulent? Let me ask you that. They made it to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. Were they fraudulent? Yeah, they
Ultimately, yes. They lost 4 in a row.
Okay, so making it to the Super Bowl isn't
four
what
in a
makes
row.
you great.
But
Isn't
they
what makes
won
you great.
3 out of the 5 that they've been in.
No, but look at the numbers. What I'm trying to tell you is if you were really honest and really looked at Patrick Mahomes,
yes.
How do you quarterback a team that was 15-2 and get zero first place votes for MVP?
Because
you know
the other 3 guys were that special.
No, because he wasn't that good.
But that's nobody's arguing was Patrick Mahomes the best version of himself this year. We've said we've said this entire year. He said it the entire year. So that wasn't the question. The question was, can he take a team that isn't the most explosive and, to me, achieve by winning, to win 17 consecutive games that were one-score games. That's why, Rob, the eye test.
No,
they literally were 17-0 in one-score games.
But that's not what determines it. What I'm trying to tell you is
that's not fraudulent. They just lost.
Go look at their Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Go look at it.
What I'm saying
you always talk about greatness. No, last year.
Is Tom Brady great? You say no, but maybe he's not the greatest, but you can acknowledge he's great, right? You might not be the greatest to you.
Not to me, not the greatest.
But he's great. How many times did Adam Vinatieri kick their way into a game? That happens.
No.
That's meaning you don't always have this spectacular game. Eli Manning doesn't win if it's for a helmet. Like, that's a part of winning Super Bowls.
Tom Brady was in 10 Super Bowls. He has 6 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes is in 5.
Right.
And he has 10.
To me,
he also the only.
So then that's
the
a
worst
separate
touchdown,
conversation.
He also the worst touchdown interception ratio of any quarterback.
That's a separate conversation.
No, it's fraudulent because he doesn't play well in the big games.
So if you're saying, is he the GOAT? We will have that conversation.
877.
But absolutely, the team
Fox.
It can't be fraudulent who consistently makes it to the Super Bowl. That literally is an oxymoron.
No, it's not. 877-99 on Fox. Did last night prove that the Chiefs are frauds? I've been saying it all year. Fraudulent.
And they kept winning
a $3
year,
bill.
Rob.
A $3 bill.
Win. 15-2,
We'll
Rob.
continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple.
So, all right, let's get back to these calls. 877-99 on Fox talking about the game. And are the Chiefs fraudulent or not?
I saw it from a mile away. I told you all year, if you listen to The Odd Couple, they were not going to win a Super Bowl. They weren't good enough.
Don't act like you ain't told they weren't going to win these games, too.
I told you. I didn't say they were going to lose every game.
You did.
Dez in Miami, you're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dez?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Dez?
Do me a favor, bro. Can you get Rob a dictionary and teach him what the word fraudulent means? Are you serious, Rob?
Yes.
Bro, this team is 17-4 since Mahomes became the
That's
quarterback.
nice.
That's not fraudulent.
That's nice.
He's thrown 46 touchdowns and 10
That's nice. You want his numbers from the Super Bowls? You want those numbers? You want to know how he ranks the last? He's last in quarterbacks in 3 Super Bowls.
He got 3.
3 Super Bowls.
It don't matter. He's still bad.
He's got 3 rings.
Did you watch
Rob?
the game? Did you see the pick six? Did you cough up?
I saw that
Did you
offensive
cough
line
up your,
all over him.
Your nachos last night and cheese? You're just a fanboy. I'm trying to tell you the real deal. They would never win in the Super Bowl. You had your three-peat. There's some third world nation that's getting boxes and boxes of T-shirts.
Dez, don't worry about it, Dez. You're right.
You know what? I'm going to get me a T-shirt.
Yeah, good. Good. Go to
Dez,
Nicaragua.
hey, Dez, don't worry about it. I already got them for you. Don't worry about it, bro.
877-99 on Fox.
Who
Thank
up
you,
next?
Dez.
Dez,
Drew.
stop making sense, Dez. He don't like that.
Drew in New Jersey. You're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. A lot of people got their feelings hurt yesterday. What's up, Drew?
What's up, Drew?
Yeah, what I think is I think that the Chiefs are fraudulent. However, I don't think Mahomes is fraudulent. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I don't know who's not fraudulent. Because even his passer rating, his Super Bowl passer rating is still higher than Lamar Jackson's playoff passer rating, and you don't think he's fraudulent.
No. That's different.
Why
Lamar
is that
hasn't
different,
played in
then?
the Super Bowl. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
tell him
But he
get
still
there.
has
I'm
a
talking
lower
about in the
rating.
Super Bowl.
It's still a lower rating, though.
I'm still talking about the Super Bowl. I'm
Tell
sorry.
him to
But
get
it's
there,
still,
Rob.
But it's still a lower rating.
No,
What do you mean, no?
Drew,
Tell him to get there.
Drew, what you don't understand is that they tried to put him ahead of Joe Montana, and he's in this GOAT conversation, and his numbers
He
don't
still
match
had-
up. They don't
He
match
still had
up.
3 Super Bowls.
No,
He
I
still
don't
had 3
care.
Super Bowl MVPs.
I don't care.
He still had-
They don't match up. He's not amongst the elite. Go look at the numbers, Drew.
Man, that
Sorry.
man got 3 rings
I don't care.
and 29 years
I
old
don't
and got
care.
a whole other decade
The
to get some more.
numbers don't match up. His
Man,
numbers are
stop
terrible
it.
for a 3-time Super Bowl winner.
Tell Lamar, tell Josh, tell Joe, tell all of them to
Whitley.
get some.
Whitley in Philadelphia, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, Whitley?
Hello?
Hello?
We got you.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
Hi, I was saying that Mahomes, they got annihilated yesterday.
No doubt.
Absolutely. All right, Whitley,
All right,
you.
thank you, Whitley. Appreciate it.
Scott in North Carolina, you're on the Odd Couple,
What's up,
Fox
Scott?
Sports Radio.
Hello, is this the Odd Couple? Hello?
We're on. This thing's
All
on.
year long, I called and told you the Eagles are legit. My quarterback is legit. Patrick Mahomes, yes, he's falling off for that 5,000-yard season, 50 touchdowns. And he's not fraud because last year he did it with even worse statistics. So it's just our defense. All year long we've been.
I'm not
the number
taking
one
anything away from the Eagles. And, Scott, I picked the Eagles, okay? But I told you all year that they weren't going to three-peat. They weren't good. They've been bad for 2 years.
The best part about it is, Rob,
They've
you
been
keep
bad for
saying
2
that
years.
like they lost
It was
in
bad
a
last-
divisional
it was bad in
round. Go ahead, Scott.
They were bad in 2023, and he still got the job done. So I can't call him frauds. When both years he was bad.
He was fraud. They're frauds when you talk about putting them in some special place of doing something that nobody ever did and that they've been great. That's why there was no buzz. We were in New Orleans. There was no buzz for the Chiefs or for the Super Bowl.
You
Most
act like
people-
but
most
you act like
people
there was
knew
ever
this.
a buzz. There was never ever had to been a buzz for
How
the
were they-
Patriots.
how were
Who
they-
won
how were they
6?
favorite? They were even
The
favorite in this
Patriots
game.
never had a buzz ever. In 6 freaking Super Bowl wins, there was never a buzz for the Patriots.
Have you covered it? Were you at the Super Bowl?
I was at the Super
Which
Bowls.
ones? With the Patriots?
Where they had there was
Okay.
L.A. and Detroit. I can't remember where they. No, they weren't there. But you know there wasn't a buzz for the
I was
Patriots.
there. Are you
Rob
kidding?
G, you were there with them then. Was there ever a buzz for the Patriots? No.
Yes, there was. And
No,
there
there
was
was
no
not.
buzz. Rob G knows it.
That's why he's smiling over there.
Trey.
There was no buzz for the Patriots.
You talking about buzz, and you weren't even at the game. I covered the Super Bowl.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I went. You don't need to ask Rob G. I went.
Because you got to say that right now.
Trey in
Let's
Houston.
go to Trey. What's up, Trey?
You're on the Odd Couple,
Hey,
Fox
how's it
Sports
going?
Radio. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Trey?
I'm all right, man. How y'all doing, man? It's been a while.
Yes.
But Kelvin, man. Stop it! The Chiefs were frauds, man. You gotta be kidding me. That front four was getting at him like
Without a
crazy.
doubt.
They didn't even blitz. They didn't even have to blitz to get to Mahomes.
Some Brady was getting rushed at with Von Miller on that team.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
No, they got beat down, Trey. But Trey, let me ask you this, Trey.
Yeah.
I had said in the top for me, this was more about how historically great the Eagles team. Like maybe
No,
we didn't
stop
give
it.
them more
Stop
credit.
it.
What do you
No,
mean stop it?
stop it.
They literally were dominant.
That's a cop-out. That's a
So that's a
cop-out.
cop-out. So that's
Yes.
what it is. So it's a cop-out when somebody
because
is
before
great.
the Super Bowl, you were talking about you had already handed him his when he wins it
Right.
3 in a row,
No, it's
and then
right.
he gonna
That's
be
called a pick.
Could he
That's
go?
called a pick,
No,
though.
is he
So
gonna,
I picked I thought the Chiefs would win.
and I'm trying
And
to
they
tell
got
you that they had
destroyed.
no chance at winning that game.
Wait, hold on. What was your final score you picked?
I had 40-17.
No. What was your final score? Rob G.
40-17.
27-24, and the only reason why the Chiefs lost because they missed the field goal is
Yeah,
what you
but-
said.
but I-
so
but
so now they're so fraudulent that they only lose by 3 points in the Super Bowl.
But
the
you,
Super
you
Bowl.
had them winning
27-24.
and you had Patrick Mahomes rallying them
20
and scoring a touchdown
yes,
at the end. Yeah,
I
my
did.
foot.
So stop acting like
he
so
couldn't
fraudulent.
even.
So fraudulent is losing by 3.
No. They were fraudulent because
Come on,
they weren't going to
Come
win.
on, Rob.
They were never going to win 3, and I told you all year. My point is, it wasn't just the pick.
You got like 7 points.
It wasn't just the pick. Just like I told you that Jared Goff was going to throw 3 picks and the Lions were going to wet the bed.
I can't let you be broken clock Rob Parker and the 2 times you're right.
Tell me what games when we pick the Chiefs.
We pick every week.
No, we don't. We don't pick the Chiefs
Rob G will ask us 9 to 10 times.
No, we do not.
You know he's right there,
Rob
right?
G knows. We have not picked
Rob
the Chiefs
G,
every week.
don't try to be over there hiding, Rob G.
You picked different
How many times did we pick the Chiefs?
No, we did not.
We had 13 Chiefs games this year, including the postseason. Rob Parker picked against them 10 times.
10 out of 13 times you picked against them.
Rob G, where'd you get that from?
Exactly.
You made that up.
Every time. Hey, Rob G.
Rob G made that up. He made
we
that
picked
up.
against the Lions 8 out of 9 times he picked out the Lions.
No.
So broken clock Parker, I can't just give it to you when the one time you're right.
No, when the biggest
can't.
time, because once again,
I cannot.
Once again, you got smashed in
So
the
here's
biggest
what I'm
game
gonna
of
do.
the year. That's all I'm telling you.
No, that's all
And
I'm saying, Rob.
You always got like, oh, why is it always got to be the extreme?
That's all
and
I'm
the
saying,
negative?
Rob.
Everything doesn't have to be lollipops
Rob,
and ponies.
Nobody said it big serious.
That's
but
you.
I can't give you
That's
to
you.
You
always
pick them
ready
every
to clown
week.
everybody. Everybody's
You pick
great.
them every week to be wrong.
Everybody's great. I'm trying to give you something.
Rob, if you were like this, they're going to win this one, they're going to lose that one. They're going to win this one, they're going to lose that one. I'd be like, all right, look at you.
There's no way
Lose,
Rob
lose,
G,
lose till
Rob
I'm right.
G has a list that I picked.
He literally does. He's
He did not. He doesn't have every
Rob, now
pick.
he's calling you out, Rob.
Rob G,
see how
I
he
want to
doing
see
you?
that list.
See,
I'm coming in
7
there.
years go down the drain, Rob G.
He ain't got no list.
7 years down the drain because I proved the point.
He ain't
Now,
got- no.
see how I do you, Rob?
All I know is people listening to this show. I've been covering
And
this
that's the
league
best
since
part.
1987.
They've been listening every
All
week,
right.
and they know you pick against the Chiefs and the Lions every week.
And I was right.
One time. That's your new nickname. Broke Clock Parker.